Hi everyone, you're watching a special interview, and we're also going to post the lecture that you gave, which was amazing. Aurora Esmeralda, right?
Yes.
And we here between Playa del Carmen to Tulum, right? In
Yes.
the middle somewhere.
Middle in the jungle somewhere.
And when I was listening to you, I almost cried because everything you've been through. But we're not talking about it right now. We're going to talk about what people at home might want to ask you. So first of all, guys, she cured herself from 2 different horrible diseases, or any way you want to call it. So tell me about those 2 things.
She's referring to a very popular eating disorder that we know as bulimia and breast cancer, stage 3.
Right now, are you completely clean, right?
Yeah, it's been 10 years since my, well, you can say transformation of self that I had. I self-experimented, over 10 years ago with healthy plant-based eating and just took a risk. I took a risk.
I'm sorry I'm asking technical question. Did you took a PET scan?
I did.
And then you were clean?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Power of plants, guys.
One of 3 girls gonna have this, you call it autoimmune system
Autoimmune disease.
Mm-hmm. Why?
For some reason, I don't know, I'm not a doctor myself, I'm a nutritionist, but autoimmune diseases, breast cancer happens to fall within it. And what I have known, or what I've learned about autoimmune diseases, is that they're caused by dairy. So you're talking about multiple sclerosis, you're talking about asthma, you're talking about breast cancer. Now, not all cancers are autoimmune, but for some reason, breast cancer is.
So you're gonna start your life here?
I feel like I already did. I've been here for 3.5 years. It's been so amazing. And honestly, the main reason for it is, I didn't mention this in my talk, but one of the greatest secrets kept to humans is that the body can actually heal itself. Like, it literally heals itself. But you obviously have to get it out of the environment that made it sick in the first place. So whether that is a physical environment or an emotional environment or even a mental environment, you need to get yourself out of it in order for you to actually start healing. And that was part of my journey of leaving Los Angeles after being there for 18 years and now living out here in the Caribbean, where I just feel so much more at ease, so much more at home, and my nervous system is actually able to relax and continue doing more healing for myself.
A lot of people want to ask, as we speak, to eat only fruits and vegetables. And where do you recommend us to observe protein, or for the muscles, not to lose like tones with the muscles?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I eat mostly fruits and vegetables, and what I mean by that is occasionally I do nuts and seeds and legumes. I am fully plant-based, whole plant-based at that. But when it comes to the topic of, I guess we're talking about muscle tone, because it's not really protein, right? Because I already covered that previously. So it really depends what your goals are. Like for me as a woman, I want to look as vibrant, as healthy, as happy, and feel as good as possible in my body, right? And I think a lot of women want that. So I tend to eat foods that are going to actually benefit me on the physical, mental, and emotional. And that's mostly fruits, because there are biggest cleansers and also loaded with antioxidants, with vitamins, with minerals, with flavonoids, and most importantly, they're antiviral. And the rest of my diet consists of mostly dark leafy greens. Of course, I eat quinoa and black rice and lentils. But if you really are focused on building more muscle, then I would suggest that you obviously do your fruits, do your greens, but you want to go a little bit harder on your starchy vegetables and on your legumes and on your nuts and your seeds.
I see. Another question. I became a vegan like 10 months ago, and I lost like 80% of my hair. I heard and I read that it's going to come back even healthier. What do you think about that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I went through the same thing. I still have my hair. Part of the cleansing and detoxification process is that things are going to come out of our body that are basically dead energy, So another common thing that happens to a lot of people when they first transition into a plant-based diet is they break out a lot. And that is very, very common. That's not the plants doing that to you. It's the plants that are cleansing and bringing all of that stuff out and up to the surface so that it can be released. So yes, your hair is going to grow back thicker, healthier, more shiny, more beautiful. You just have to consume lots of fruits and lots of dark leafy greens so that you can actually get all of the minerals that you need in order to do that.
Regarding your space, you meeting people and you help them cure themselves, right?
Yes, so right now I live in Tulum, which is down here in the Mexican Caribbean, and I hold plant-based retreats out of my own home. I also do one-on-one, so if anyone is ever interested in working with me in person one-on-one, I have a 2-week program where it's basically an intensive transformational healing process that we go through.
Any supplements that you take personally?
Personally, I like taking B12 and some of the plant-based omegas. And if you live somewhere that you're not getting sun as much as we are, because we're here in the Caribbean and getting sun almost every day, I recommend a vitamin D supplement. But other than that, if you're eating a very colorful, mostly raw diet, now I don't believe in the 100% raw. It works for some people. Personally, I'm 80-20. 80% raw, 20% cooked food, just for that grounding and that stabilizing and, being more present in the reality.
2 common questions that I ask all of the people that I interview, hundreds of them. What's the best thing that ever happened to you and what's your dream?
Oof. I think the best thing that ever happened to me was getting cancer and surrendering to divine and really asking for clarity and guidance so that I could be living the life that I'm living now, which means I love myself, I love helping others, and just really being of service.